What's going on, snipers? NEM I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today. Let's just dive right into our daily cryptocurrency analytics today and take a look at several different breakouts that occurred over the past couple of hours, including Steem, Ripple, Cardano, NEM, and Stellar. So let's just dive right into it. So pretty much what we have forming here, guys, is a breakout coming out of this pennant. If you guys don't know how the pennant looks, you can pretty much see this drawing right here to see exactly how a pennant is formed. If you guys want a little bit more of an in-depth analysis, this is actually in our Discord. The link is in the description below. This is an open resource for each and every one of you guys. And if you go to Tools and under Trading 101, you can actually look at the pennant. We actually did predict this yesterday for all of our Patreons. If you guys are Patreons, then you guys know that we actually sent out this instant trade alert. We actually sent you guys this pennant that formed yesterday. And then once again, you can see there was an immediate breakout. And the question is whether or not you should continue holding your Ripple, right? So if you look here, we are over the EMA. This blue line represents the exponential moving average. You've got the three moving averages here, the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 200-day. And we've got our RSI down here, which stands for the Relative Strength Index. Now, looking at this graph, RSI obviously is high. And I want to point out how this was pretty much occurring here, because you can see there were previous patterns that were similar to the one that occurred where you see this breakout, and Ripple is known to maintain its prices. If you see here to the left hand side, the 25-cent range here was maintained for quite a while. We saw a little breakout here around November 16th, but for the most part, as the price continued to stay stable, we saw initial breakout, stability around 70 cents, breakout again, stability, breakout, stability, and another breakout. We're looking forward to see the stability. Obviously, there'll be a minor consolidation. So if you're a swing trader or a day trader, you can take your profits. If you are a long-term holder like me for Ripple, you can just hold on to the coin. So it's truly up to your trading style. Of course, there's many different types of traders out there. And once again, if you guys are not patrons, I know I get a ton of questions, so I do want to address this now before I get more questions about it. We just went ahead and revamped our whole system here. So now we have silver, gold, ruby, sapphire, and emerald, as well as diamond levels here. So if you guys are looking to get into our Patreon to get these type of trade alerts, the link is in the description below, and you guys can learn more about that. We actually have our new Discord role set up too. So let's just pull up Ripple, guys. Let's get to the real meat here. We're looking at a $124 billion market cap, significantly higher than where we were yesterday, under $100 billion. Our market cap just went over $720 billion, heading towards $1 trillion. That's something that I've been confident in since October, saying, guys, we are heading towards a $1 trillion market, and I can truly expect that within January of 2018. And as that occurs, you're going to see a lot of coins starting to rise in price. And for example, we saw a lot of them happen today, so we're going to talk about that. You look at total market cap, guys, 124 billion is just such a stout number for a coin that was 3-4 months ago at 25 cents, sitting around the end area of the top 10. So this is a pretty significant move for Ripple. If we look at Steem, let's go ahead and transition here for Steem. Obviously, you guys know about Steem. If you don't, it's this, this awesome system and a decentralized social media platform they have called Steem It, as well as other uses for Steem. Steem itself is the coin, and then you have all these subcategories. You guys can look into Steem, of course. I think it's an awesome social media platform if you look at Steem It. And then the Steem token will have a lot of usability in the future. But what we're seeing here, guys, you can see this exponential rally up right now. Of course, we did see a minor consolidation and sell-off from individuals that maybe had some weak hands, but then we saw this initial breakout once again. In terms of a pattern here, you can see we are over the EMA, but we keep going in and out of it. So that for me would be a minor concern, being that we're not completely bouncing on top of the exponential moving average. We are far away from the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 200-day. If you guys look at the one-day chart, you can see we are heading extremely away from those price levels. Let me go ahead and delete this little thing right here. I apologize. And then you can see right here, we see this huge breakout. Let's go ahead and remove this little indicator. We are far and away from these moving averages. So in terms of Steem's price, it's known to really consolidate after these run-ups. I wouldn't say it's a time to buy a ton of Steem, at least for me. Once again, this isn't trading advice. You can see here we do have a minor formation here. If you guys look into our Discord, I'm not going to get into all of the patterns, but you guys can actually indicate what that pattern is going to occur. Right here you have a rounding bottom, so that's coming out of a downtrend, and pretty much what you're seeing here is an exactly that here. So this pretty much formed itself, broke out, went above the 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day, and now we're at these high levels. When this happened prior, we saw consolidation, so we can possibly expect that. What typically happens, guys, I'll actually show you exactly what typically happens here with Steem. So once we see these run-ups, we end up going back to the moving averages. So you see it pops off the EMA and then it goes right back to these moving averages. So that could potentially happen here, where this is obviously you're seeing the price increase, but it could eventually go right back down to the moving averages. So that's what I would say for Steem. If we look at total market cap, we're over $1 billion, heading towards $2 billion, ranked number 26. Interesting breakout, over 40%. Let's move on to Cardano. A lot of you guys talk about ADA Cardano. Of course, this is a very popular coin. You can see here, very similar to Ripple, what Cardano likes to do is kind of curve out here on this little uprise here. So when you see these prices break out, it typically curves, as you can see. So we saw this curve once again, and typically the difference here between Steem and Cardano, which is fairly similar to Ripple, is once you see these run-ups, it typically holds its prices. I mean, you can look at the past run-ups. So even right now, being that we're up, if you guys have the portfolio that I submitted into the, if you guys are Patreons, you know I sent you guys my portfolio yesterday. You guys know I have some Cardano, and I plan to hold, being that it's good to it typically maintains its price levels once it sees run-ups, which I am expecting it to do the same thing at this point as well. So we'll go ahead and see what happens. You can see we went away from the moving average, but the moving average came to the price. The price didn't come to the moving average, which is a good sign. RSI right now is still under 70, so pretty healthy levels for seeing this parabolic run-up. If we look at the total chart here, we're at $28 billion of total market cap, guys, ranked number 5, over $1 now. I think we called that as well for the Patreons. I told you guys this was heading towards over $1, and it was going to happen fairly soon, just like Ethereum heading towards $1,000. So it's going to see those all-time fiat USD currency valuation all-time highs. So let's transition over to Stellar, guys. You guys know about Stellar. It's a fork of Ripple. The founder of Ripple forked it, created Stellar. He's also the one that was behind Mt. Gox, the exchange. Obviously, we're seeing similar price movements to Ripple. It's almost copying it. You can see it goes up, forms support, up, support, up, support, up, support, up, support. So this was a little bit more of a consolidation here, but now we're just seeing prices shoot up. What I do like about this is it's completely over the EMA. It's bouncing on top, which is clear signs that prices are moving up. If you guys want to learn something really quick, I talk about this in our live streams. If you guys see the EMA, what you can do is actually draw a little pointer here, and this can actually indicate where prices are headed if you can see which movement and direction it's going towards. Remember, you can never determine actual prices or actual price, magnitude. When you see like a breakout, whether it's positive or negative, you can't determine the magnitude, but you can always determine price movements. So price movements for now are heading upwards for XLM, of course. Being that it did just break out, in terms of is it a good time to buy, I would have said when it formed this channel, you could have expected the breakout, because you saw clear support levels here right around 2,448 Satoshis, some resistance right around 2,823 Satoshis. You could have predicted the breakout right over here. As soon as it popped off that EMA, RSI was very healthy levels, popped right over, still was under 70. Once we saw that run up, this would have been an easily, an easy trade, at least for the traders that understand these patterns. Once again, that's what the Discord is for. So the Discord's linked in the description below. You guys can always check that out. Let's pull up Stellar's total market cap, guys. Let's pull up what's happening here. Ranked number 6, heading right behind Cardano at a $16 billion market cap at 91 cents. We can certainly see this possibly going over $1 fairly soon and following Ripple's path. Of course, the technology there, it's the same exact blockchain that Ripple was utilizing once it was forked, and now Stellar has its own mission. It's not heading towards the niche banking industry such Ripple as. However, it's doing something different, which is interesting if you guys know about that. And then NEM, XEM, let's go ahead and look at this coin. You can see we've had this constant upward trend that's been occurring since around December 7th. We saw this huge run up here once we saw this minor consolidation, and ever since, prices has been going parabolic. We can see this is pretty much one of the most dramatic run-ups we've seen thus far, right over the EMA. EMA is pretty much headed completely up. It looks like a Falcon 9 rocket launched, if you see that. It's insane. In terms of buy prices at this point, I wouldn't be able to, for me at least personally, I would not buy at this point, because we don't have any support channels. I mean, unless you have the prediction that this is going to go up and up and up, then you know, you're more than welcome to do whatever you guys want. This isn't trading advice, and I highly encourage you guys to just get your own mindset, get your own perspective, develop your own decision-making skills. Don't just take advice from everybody here and there. Just take different perspectives from people and then utilize that to make your own decisions. So I tell my patrons that all the time. I say, guys, you know, I post my trade alerts, but that doesn't mean anything. This is just another trader. I'm another trader just like you, just like him, just like her, and I'm just doing the best that I can. My goal is to help you guys communicate and be a part of a community. That's why we have our Discord, which is over 12,000 members right now, guys, which is an awesome feat. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for contributing to that. By the way, check this out. Look at this. You can see this clear pattern form here. This little rounding bottom from this bottom end side popped right up. So this was a very, very nice move here for XEM. And now you can see price movements are heading up. How high will they head? Remember, you can't determine magnitude, but you can always determine price movements. Obviously, it's going up at this point. I would wait to see where the support levels are going to form to put another position, but this is already my portfolio, so that's always a good thing. You look at NEM, you see here, $13 billion market cap, $1.55, 40% uprise today, ranked number 7, heading towards the $1 trillion market cap. As you can see, the total cryptocurrency market right now. BTC dominance is going lower and lower, as I expected. Once again, 2017 for me was a Bitcoin year. That's really where I was ecstatic about Bitcoin, January, February, March. But then June, July, August, things started shifting and altcoins started taking over the marketplace. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now, guys. I think 2018 is going to be a year for altcoins. So we're going to see BTC dominance, in my opinion, head towards the 20 to 25% range. And then at that point, you're going to see a lot of these altcoins starting to take their positions in the coin market cap total rank. And that's going to be fun to see. So stay tuned to Sniper's Tube if you guys want to, you know, stay up to date with that. And with that being said, guys, I do want to announce here, once again, I know we talked about our Patreon. The link is in the description, but we also have our Discord. This is a free resource open for you guys. You guys can go to crypto, coins, all these chats, but there's one thing here that I want you guys to actually look at. There's an opportunity tab. If you guys want to post videos on this channel, this is a community channel, feel free to do so as long as it meets our criteria. We do have a very stringent processing term where we actually have your videos reviewed by some of our admin leadership staff to ensure that the quality is up to par for Sniper's Tube. But as long as it is, we'll post it up. All the criteria is here under the opportunity hashtag, which is under general info on Discord. This is available on a mobile, desktop, and web version. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all for over 12,000 members on Discord. Thank you all for over 20,000 subscribers here. It truly means a lot for the team and I, and we truly cannot wait to host you guys for the next coming years with cryptocurrency and keeping you guys up to date with the best content. So with that being said, guys, Snipers out.